We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Brian Reynolds, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Anthony DeSclafani gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
First pitch, 5-10.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Casale has it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting second.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1 out, nobody on. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Up next for the Buccos, Brian Reynolds. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Mike Zunino is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. But for all his success at the plate, his average over the last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even. Perhaps a slight cause for concern.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now. Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reynolds, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh, and now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Chris Archer gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, it's been a rough go for this guy, Matt, in his last 3 starts. Last 3 starts, he's taken the loss in all 3, so he'd like to turn that fortune around in this one today, and the best way to start that, throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the center fielder.
Now the pitch.
Senzel.
Back outside.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
That one's in there, 3-1. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games, he's certainly treading water right now. But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again. And when he does, watch out.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out, 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has
Batting
good
second.
wheels off base,
The first
and that's
baseman.
just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake his stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Count even at 2-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to
Batting
set the
third.
middle of the order up
The
with
third
an
baseman.
opportunity to do some
Eugenio.
damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Archer comes set. Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Castellanos brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. So far this season, Castellanos is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino. And he'll swing and send a chopper to third. Fielded cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Reds strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Settling in now, Colin Moran. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Third baseman, Colin Moran.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0 home. A shot down the first baseline. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Throw into second. And he's safe.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Striding forward now, Gregory Polanco. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's just out. You're crazy.
No one out with a runner at second. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A runner at second, nobody out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Jose Osuna is on deck. Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Jose Osuna.
Into the box now, Jose Osuna. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Pops this one up, and this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's Gerard Dyson as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Aquino is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis.
Shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Archer is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Misses, ball 2. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Josh Van Meter. Fouled away. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Now at the plate, Kurt Casale will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Lays off the changeup and he's ahead in the count now. 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
Welcome back to Cincinnati, where the hometown Reds have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. Entering today's action, they've allowed the fewest hits of any team in the league, while also racking up the most strikeouts. As one member of the pitching staff pointed out, we don't give you any breaks. From the beginning of the game to the end, our staff comes at you with nasty stuff, and we back that up with great command as well. Guys, clearly this staff presents opposing lineups with all kinds of challenges.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The pitcher, Chris
Standing
Archer.
in, Chris Archer. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Get it together, Red. You can do it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in, sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games, absolutely crushing the baseball.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Now here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And you can see right there his total to this point in the season, good for 4th on the Reds roster. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Newman. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's out. Come on, watch the game. Nope, upstairs. Come on, that was a strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam.
Ready for another chance? Adam Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Runner.
Runners off for second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
He's going.
3-2 pitch. Runner going a second time, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. A bullet to first base.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Mike Zunino. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Popped him up. Van Meter is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We play 2.5. No score on the show. Bottom of the third now, and so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani.
Anthony DeSclafani.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Hey.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second. Oh, what a play. He's out.
Now that
Big league play of the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
Striding in, Nick Senzel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Hit in the air to left field. Reynolds is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Archer's ready and delivers. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Reynolds is on the move for it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go as the third baseman, Colin Moran.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's 1-2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Gregory Polanco, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Senzel backing up on it, and that one is gone. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Next will be Jose Osuna. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
To the plate now, Gerard Dyson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fast.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Pirates are on the board first thanks to this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Eugenio Suarez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And this throw gets away from him.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Nick Castellanos now. 0-1 the count. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Reynolds is on the move for it. At the track, the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno. Number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Number 44.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Two runs, 3 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Popped him up. Frazier over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 strike now from Archer.
1 ball, 1 strike. There we go.
1-2 now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. In now for the Reds, Josh Van Meter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Slider laid off for a ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So now to the plate, Kirk Casale. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Archer comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw, got him. What a play as the side is retired. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Chris Archer looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Right there for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now pitch on the way.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
In now, Kevin Newman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Popped up. Votto in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Count is 1-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's a pop-up now. Van Meter is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
So here's Adam Frazier. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. 1-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Hey. 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for a called strike 2. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Galvis back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, Pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss much too early, and that makes it a full count. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here. And, you know, he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Jose De Leon trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here now it's Mike Zunino as it's grounded sharply to first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Travis Jankowski will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 31, Travis Jankowski.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The numbers for him certainly look good. He's at 327. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. The 1-0 home. Weak roller right side. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. First offering on its way. Low for ball 1. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Reynolds is on the move for it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Hops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Archer gets the sign. 2-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still lead it 2-1. Matt Bowman takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 67, Matt Bowman.
Leading off the inning, Colin Moran, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Moran.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball two.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castellanos will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Osuna.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Osuna. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Gerard Dyson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
2 balls and a strike. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 2-1.
Ball 3.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Castellanos the catch, tagging is the runner from third. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Chris Archer, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. Ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Reds, the third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Eugenio Suarez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 3-1 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready to take his hacks again, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And he takes a called strike two.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in to second for one. On to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Hey. Two balls, one strike.
2 out, nobody on. 3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Freddie Galvis would be next. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So digging in now, Freddie Galvis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a dive, but he's back in there. One strike now from Archer.
Hey.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Reds leave one. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Pedro Strop is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro.
New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
Leading off for the Pirates, the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Late square, and this is popped up. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded by Galvis. And he is in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Reynolds. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
So here's Mike Zunino. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. First and second now, one man out. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they have taken the lead. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Lucas Sims comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
So coming to the plate, Colin Moran. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
A ball and a strike now. Sims, a native of Georgia. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 3 runs already home here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. His prior history in this matchup, 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Behind 0-2 now.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
The 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate, Jose Osuna, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Gerard Dyson would be next. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Weakly hit to third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Now 5-2 Pittsburgh. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Number 31 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 31. Now playing right field and batting 9, number 51. Jason.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Josh Van Meter.
Leading off for the Reds, the second baseman, Josh Van Meter.
Here comes the first pitch.
Here we go.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 home.
Yeah.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So now to the plate, Kurt Casale, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Lucas.
Number 4 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Reds. Number 4.
Ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
2-0.
Three and 0 now. Nick Senzel would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Has a look, now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
He's running. Strike called, now the throw down. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Ball 2.
Two out here and a runner at second. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. At the plate, Joey Votto. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
One and 1.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Frazier has a play, Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds strand a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2. Robert Stevenson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Gerard Dyson. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball one. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Now here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Into right field, that's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Martin.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back in standing. In now, Jason Martin, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Stevenson, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. Count remains full.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 3-2 one more time. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
The count is 3-1.
Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. The 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for the Pirates, the second baseman, Adam.
Stepping up now, Adam Frazier. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's set and the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two and two to Adam Frazier.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
A bullet to first base.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
So stepping in, Brian Reynolds. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, outside.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Has a look, now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 5-2. Kyle Crick is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Kyle Crick.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Eugenio Suarez.
From the stretch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And he falls behind 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here's the 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-2. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Now to the plate, Aristides Aquino. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball one.
None out, runners at first and second. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Freddie Galvis, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Freddie Galvis, as he would look at a first-pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause
Now
in this
back,
one.
second
That's the
baseman.
4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Michael Feliz enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Michael Feliz.
Into the box now, Josh Van Meter. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Now batting, catcher, Kirk.
At the plate now, Kirk Casale. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two and 0 now. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here's the 3-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead, all even at 5 apiece. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Kyle Farmer will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Zunino. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Senzel backing up on it. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria. So a solo shot here to left center field, and this one gives them the lead. It's 6-5.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
At the plate, Colin Moran. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 0-1, here it comes. Fastball called for strike 2. Way outside. 1-2. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Aquino will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Feliz.
Kevin Kramer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 44.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Iglesias, a Cuban-born ball player. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
And that one's wide to the mark, ball 3.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
At the plate, Jose Osuna, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Look, being a closer is one of the toughest jobs, and it's hard to dominate every chance you get. But he definitely looks off right now, making it interesting to say the least.
Now the 2-0.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. To second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Keone Kela is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the night.
Number 35, Keone Kela.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Nick Senzel. This will take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two. One out, nobody on. Swing and a shot towards second. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Ready once again, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Left side. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Has a look, now the pitch. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The Reds down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. The Buccos came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Michael Feliz gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Keone Kela closes the door for the save, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Reds, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.